Hello everyone. I'm going to cover some basic concepts of basic electronics. I'll be covering Module 2. It's about FET and SCR. FET stands for Field Effect Transistor and SCR stands for Silicon Controlled Rectifier. Content of this presentation is Introduction. I'll be talking about Introduction to FET, Field Effect Transistor. Next, JFET stands for Junction Field Effect Transistor. So about JFET construction and operation. So next, from this slide, we can understand different types of transistor. So from the beginning, we can observe that transistor basically having two different types, BJT and FET. BJT stands for bipolar junction transistor and FET stands for field effect transistor. Okay. In the BJT again two different types, NPN and PNP, based on the construction or structure. Suppose if you are using a device, transistor device of category NPN, it's a NPN BJT. In case if we are using PNP structure device, okay, that is PNP BJT. Next, moving on to field effect transistor. Okay, FET basically having two different types. Okay, junction FET and MOSFET. Now we'll look after MOSFET. Okay, stand for metal oxide semiconductor FET. So inside the metal oxide semiconductor FET again two different types, enhancement mode and depletion mode. So based on the operation, if MOSFET is working under enhancement mode, that is enhancement mode MOSFET. In case MOSFET is working under depletion mode, it is depletion mode MOSFET. Next, coming to the enhancement mode, again enhancement mode having two types, N channel and P channel. So based on the device structure. Okay, so here enhancement mode having two types, they are N channel and P channel. Suppose if we have selected metal oxide semiconductor FET device of category N channel, so that is N channel working under enhancement mode. If the device is P channel category, okay, then that is P channel working under enhancement mode. Next, in other side we have depletion mode. Again depletion mode is having two types, N channel and P channel, based on the device structure or construction. See, if the MOSFET we have selected the category of N channel under depletion mode, it will be work under N channel depletion mode. In case of P channel, it is a P channel working under depletion mode. Now moving on to other side, junction FET. Okay, so the thing we should observe is the JFET can be work under only one mode, depletion mode. Okay, we cannot work under enhancement mode. Now in the depletion mode, again two types, N channel and P channel. If the device is N channel type, okay, so that is N channel working under depletion mode. If the JFET we have selected, okay, the device type is P channel, then the P channel will work under depletion mode. Okay, it's all about the types of transistor. Next, the JFET is a type of FET that operates with a reverse biased PN junction to control current in the channel depending on the structure. JFET fall into either of two categories, N channel or P channel. The meaning is when FET we have selected and between the PN junction we want to make that device in reverse biased condition, not in forward biased condition, to control the current through the channel. Next, FET based on the structure having two different types that we have discussed earlier. So either it's an N channel or P channel. From figure 1a, on deep observation, we can say that this device is having three different terminals or leads. Drain, gate, source. Drain is connected, top of the device, gate is connected, middle of the device, source is connected, bottom of the device. It's a N channel JFET. Reason, the middle portion of the device, if we observe, it's having N channel majority. In the N channel or N region, two small p regions are fabricated. In N channel, majority charge carriers are electrons, minority charge carriers are holes. In p region, it is vice versa. Majority charge carriers are holes and minority charge carriers are electrons. And due to P and N region, between the P and N region, depletion region will be exist. Here we can say that because of two P regions and in N region at the middle, there will be a two depletion region or a depletion width. So that depletion width can be varying with external voltage source. So that I'll be discuss again later. And this N channel, when it start drive the current between the drain and source, it is mainly due to electrons which are present in the N channel. From figure 1b, it's a structure of P channel. Previous figure 1a, it's a structure of N channel, wherein figure 1b is a structure of P channel. Terminals are same, drain, gate, source, and position is also same. Okay, drain is at the top, gate at the middle, source at the bottom. In place of N channel, replaced with the P channel. In place of P channel, replaced by N channel. Next, about basic structure. From figure 1a, it shows the basic structure of N channel JFET. Wire leads are connected to each end of the N channel. The drain is at the upper end and the source is at the lower end. Two p-type regions are diffused in the n-type material to form a channel, and both p-type regions are connected to the gate lead. For simplicity, the gate lead is shown connected to only one of the P regions, a P channel JFET that we can observe from the figure 1. One more point I like to add here. Let go with the figure 1A and observe gate. The gate is connected to only one side of the P region. This is for simplicity, wherein practically that gate is connected to both the small P regions. Next, as continued, figure 2 says that a biased N channel JFET. We will say JFET is biased when JFET is connected to external DC source. If we observe the figure, JFET is connected to two different voltage sources, DC sources, VDD and VGG. Coming to VDD, so from VDD, the positive terminal is connected to drain and source. From VGG, negative terminal is connected to the gate and positive terminal is connected to the source. So VDD is connected between the drain and source, thus VDS. VGG is connected between the gate and source, thus VGS. Figure 2 illustrates the operation of a JFET. Shows that DC bias voltages applied to an N-channel device. VDD provides a drain to source voltage and supplies current from drain to source. VGG sets the reverse bias voltage between the gate and the source shown in the figure. Notice the last point. VGG sets the reverse bias voltage between the gate and the source. The meaning is negative terminal of VGG is connected to the P-type or a P region where poles are majority charge carriers. By giving negative terminal to the P region of JFET, it makes the PN junction reverse biased. So when PN junction is reverse biased, so we can control the current across the drain. So this is what I am trying to convey here. Continuation. So here JFET biased for condition. So here I am going to concentrate on depletion width or a depletion region. As I mentioned earlier, there are two different depletion regions across the two P regions. So that we can observe in that we can observe from the white region surrounded by P region, and two external sources VGG and VDD connected. VDD is connected between drain and source and VGG connected between the gate and source. And we have connected two measuring devices here. One is voltmeter, which is connected near the gate, and other one is ammeter, which is connected near drain. From the voltmeter, we can measure what is the voltage between gate and source, that is VGS, and from the ammeter we can measure what is the drain current across the drain. Now, when we observe this figure, there is a depletion region width is exist. Okay, that is due to reverse biased condition because of VGG. And we have learned that how VGG makes the device in reverse biased condition to control the current across the device. Next, greater VGG narrow the channel, which increases the resistance of the channel and decreases ID. It's very simple to understand. When we increase the voltage, basically VGG, it supplies the negative voltage. Let's say minus 2 volts. Now when I increase minus 2 volts to minus 4 volts, more negative voltage. So reverse biased, in this reverse biased condition, the depletion region is going to affect. So depletion width is going to increase. We are so well known that when more reverse biased condition, there is a more increase in the depletion width. So that we can make the difference between the first figure and second figure. Just observe the white region surrounded by both the small p regions. Here, in figure A, the white region is very less as compared to white region that is present in the figure 2. And one more point that we need to notice here, observe the voltage VGS from the voltmeter. In second figure, VGS is more as compared to VGS. That we can notice from the red line. Okay. Next, when the depletion region or a depletion width is increased and it increases the depletion width and it makes the channel narrow. That we can observe from figure 1 to figure B. In figure 1, channel width is more. In figure 2, channel width is less. Why channel width is less? Because of more VGG. Reverse biased condition will be more. In more reverse biased condition, definitely depletion width will be increased. When depletion region or width is increased and it decreases the channel width, when channel width is decreased, electrons trying to move from source to destination is also decreases. When electrons are electrons movement are reduced, drain current will also reduce. This is how we have to relate to. Next, from the third figure, VGG widens the channel, which decreases the resistance of the channel and increases the height. So it is reverse operation of figure 2. We'll try to notice the differences here. Now, if I decrease the voltage from VGG, that is VGS. So the effect of reverse biased condition will also decrease. When reverse biased condition or a reverse biased is decreased, the width of the depletion region is also decreased. When width of the depletion region is decreased, channel width is more. When channel width is more, electrons will freely move from source to drain. So now the electrons are easily can move from source to destination, means more electrons can reach the drain, and later it will reach the positive terminal of the VDD. When electrons movement are increased, current will also increase. That is ID. And we can make a difference between the figure 3 with figure 2. Observe the VGS. VGS is less as compared to figure 2, and the drain current that we can observe in the ammeter, that is more as compared to current that is showing in figure 2. Next, I am going to cover about JFET construction and operation. By observing the structure, we can say that it's a N-channel JFET because the N channel is present between the two small p regions. As we know that three terminals: drain, gate, source. Next, we can observe the gap surrounded by the p regions. So that indicates that it's a depletion region. The depletion region is present because of PN junction. Because of two p regions, two depletion region. Okay. Now, when the device N-channel JFT device, it drives the current between the drain and source, or source or drain, and that current can be controlled by supply voltage that we are providing to the gate. And when we are giving voltage to the gate, we should give in such a way that this PN junction, between the PN junction, okay, depletion region is present, right? So we want to make that PN junction as a reverse biased. So here it's a P type is connected to the negative terminal of the source. Okay, when we give the connection in that fashion, then this PN junction is become reverse biased, and when this PN junction is become reverse biased, the depletion region will be increased. When depletion region will be increased, channel width will be decreased. When channel width is decreased, uh, movements of electrons from source to destination will be decreased. So this is how we can control the drain current by voltage that we are providing to the gate. So now this concept can be understood with it as we can compare to the tap water. Okay, when we compare the source Okay, gate and drain. When the water is trying to reach from source to drain, and that can be controlled by a gate, okay, with a knob. Okay, when you compare this knob to the gate, and this knob, as this knob controls the water flow from the source to drain, okay, here the gate will control the current which flows from source to destination. Now, I'll be talking about what will be the effect on depletion region when we are given a different voltage from VGS and VDS. So, from the condition when VGS is equal to 0 voltage, that is, we are not giving any external voltage from VGG, but VDS is greater than 0, that is, voltage from VDD is greater than 0 voltage, that is plus 1 volts, plus 2 volts, plus 3 volts, so on. So when we are given voltage VDS is greater than 0 voltage, what will be the effect on depletion region between the PN junction? So VDD, it says that it's a variable voltage source, so we can vary the voltage from 0 to any positive value of voltage, or from any positive voltage to the 0. So let's assume that we are given some positive voltage from VDD between the drain and source, that is VDS. So when we are given the positive voltage to the end region where electrons are majority charge carriers and having sign negative, it makes the PN junction reverse biased, where the PN junction is exist at the gate. So now the depletion region should vary because of VDD is a positive voltage and this device is become reverse biased. PN junction will be reverse biased. So in reverse biased, depletion region or depletion width will be increased. So when the depletion region is increased, it makes the channel width decreased. When channel width is decreased, movements of electrons from source to destination will also decreased. So by increase the depletion region, it resistance the movements of electrons. When the movements of electrons are decreased, ID, that is a drain current, will also reduced, because the current is directly proportional to the movement of electrons. So now the next point that we have to concentrate here, depletion region is very more or varying more at the top level compared to the bottom level. This is for the reason we can understand from the figure. Let's assume that we are giving some positive voltage to voltage across the four resistors which are connected in series. Just observe what is the voltage drop across the first resistor, second resistor, third resistor and fourth resistor. From this example, voltage drop across the first resistor is 1.5 volts. Voltage drop across the second resistor is 1 volt, which is less than 1.5 volts. And voltage drop across the third resistor, that is 0.5 volts, that is still less than the voltage drop across the second and first resistor. So in a series fashion, the voltage drop across the resistor it start decreased. If we compare the same concept here, the voltage drop across the top level is more as compared to the bottom level. So the depletion region is very more at the top level as compared to the bottom level. So this is what I try to convey here. Next, I'll be talking about P-channel JFET. So far we have done the discussion on N-channel only. So now, when we consider P-channel instead of N-channel, what will be the effect from the voltage source and depletion region? And we well known about the JFET will work under reverse biased. So now consider the P channel where P channel is having majority charge carriers are holes and minority charge carriers are electrons. From VDD we should give negative voltage, where in case of N channel we are giving positive voltage. Why? Because the negative terminal or the negative voltage when we are given to the P region, where P region is having holes or majority charge carriers and having positive sign, the PN junction will become reverse biased. So in N channel VDD we are giving positive voltage, but in case of P channel we are giving negative voltage, just because of to make the PN junction as reverse biased. And the current ID is because of the majority charge carriers, that is a holes which are present at the P channel. Now that drain current can be controlled by the gate voltage, that is VGG. So from the VGG also we should give the voltage in such a way that the PN junction should become reverse biased. If we observe from VGG we are giving voltage to the N type region or N type conductor. So we want to make PN junction as a reverse biased means we should give VGG as a positive voltage. But where in case of P channel we were giving negative voltage, because from the gate or from the VGG we are giving voltage to the P region, but here in this particular case from the VGG we are giving voltage to the N region. So when positive voltage is given to the N region where electrons are majority charge carriers and having sign negative, it becomes reverse biased. So this is what the difference between the P channel JFET operation and N channel JFET operation.